Could you share a bit about yourself, both personally and professionally?
That's a pretty broad question, but let me try. Like everyone else, I have many hats. I am the managing director of Dormans Coffee, a position that I have held for 11 years. I have been a Toastmaster since 2005, which makes that 20 years.
Wow.
And I've had the honor of being the founding director of Toastmasters in East Africa, made up of multiple countries. I also am a wife, a mother, a sister, a friend, a colleague, among many other things.
Yes. What inspired you to join Toastmasters?
So I had attended a course, a 6-week public speaking course. The facilitator was absolutely outstanding. At the end of the course, we learnt from him that he was a Toastmaster, and he invited us to his club, which was Speak Toastmasters Club. Curious, I came in, and that's when I got to just sit as a guest and observe the meeting. It was electric. The meeting was Valentine themed. I was given a red rose and was quite comfortable enjoying the speeches. What I didn't expect was to be called on for a table topic. Then the highlight was that I won that table topic. I joined immediately and I immersed myself, as they say, the rest is history. It's amazing what one invitation can do.
Can you take us back to your first speech, the icebreaker? What was the experience like for you?
I remember that very, very well. So immediately after I joined, as I mentioned, I wanted to immerse myself. I signed up because in that meeting when I attended as a guest, I had observed some icebreakers. I went ahead and I wrote out this speech which really was good, or I thought was great as a matter of fact. So I sent it to this same individual who agreed to be my mentor. His name is Kuldeep Nair, and he went through it, and he then, as I was waiting for him to tell me what he thought, all he said to me is, we need to meet. So we agreed to meet at a Chinese restaurant. Perhaps because I'm a lady, he paid, as a matter of fact, because I always thought that as a mentee I should pay. And we had this deep conversation during which we hashed out some things, and that's when I realized my supposedly great speech was really, if you like, one that could put my dog to sleep. It was that boring. It was a monotone. It was chronicles and narration. So we got it changed where the substance remained there, but it was light, engaging, and I think I learned my first lesson there, that a speech is really about the audience and not so much, something that I'm holding close to myself. It's always how it can be engaging to an audience, or what an audience can get from it.
Okay. What challenges did you face in Toastmasters and how did you overcome them?
Well, I have to say that in my early days, I don't think I faced any challenges because the club members were so friendly, the environment was so supportive and all. Then I stepped into leadership, and I'm not so sure I'd call it a challenge, but this is when I began to learn lessons, because I was always one of those, I'm a doer and I always did things myself. And club leadership really taught me that when you work, you don't work in silos. You are part of a team, and coming together, the team can perform miraculously. And I truly began to understand the value of a team. So I'm not so sure it's challenges, but it was a personal challenge for me to get away from doing things myself. And so leadership taught me the lessons of working through teams, the power of delegation, the power of having buy-in, and just doing things without usurping a role. Yeah.
Would you say Toastmasters has contributed to your growth in public speaking?
Oh gosh, incredibly, more than I can tell you. Over time, I have learned how to structure my thoughts, how to express them, how to engage an audience, how to make sure that there are takeaways for an audience. There are numerous things I've learned in presenting, far more. Today I'm a very different speaker, if you like, from the hesitant speaker that I was at that time. So there's no doubt in my mind. I couldn't get into it in this short time, but I've learned so much. Yes.
What is one public speaking tip that you think everybody should know about?
So a lot of people come and maybe wing it. I do believe that when you are speaking to an audience, they are listening to you. You have a responsibility to your audience. So you need to prepare. Unless it is authentically and genuinely impromptu, there's a certain amount that you should prepare, that you are always speaking to the needs of the audience, and it's not about you, it's about what you can give to them. So practice is perhaps the biggest tip that I would give if it is just one.
Okay. So now, Rozy, we are going to switch things up a bit with a quick fire round.
Okay.
No overthinking.
All right.
Just quick and spontaneous responses. Are you ready?
Gosh, that's not my forte, but go ahead.
So the first question is, what was your childhood or is your adulthood nickname?
Rozy is actually my nickname because Roslina is my full name. Another childhood nickname was Shiro. I grew up in Moranga and the locals wanted me to have a Kikuyu name, so Shiro.
Yes. So is it okay if I call you Shiro?
By all means, it would be a pleasure.
Okay. What's your favorite pastime activity?
I love to watch movies. I love to listen to podcasts. Am I allowed to give two? You said 5. Yeah.
Okay. What is one book or movie that has a significant impact on your life?
Oh gosh. A long time ago, there was this movie I watched which was it The Devil Loves Prada?
The Devil Wears Prada.
Yes. I remember really thinking of it. And also Rocky too. Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead.
What is your favorite quote?
My favorite is a moving target, but I would say, gosh, I need to be quicker, don't I?
Okay.
Excellence is never an accident.
Awesome.
Aristotle. It's a very long one, but I'll leave it at that.
Okay. What's your ideal vacation destination?
I don't know about ideal, but the vacation that I particularly remember was a recent one that I went with my son. We went for 4 days last year, and in those 4 days we visited 3 countries, which was Zimbabwe, Zambia and Botswana. We did it all, we did the bungee jumping, we went swimming, we went for the rides, we did it all that time, yeah.
If you could have dinner with one mentor, who would it be?
Interestingly, the person would be the Aga Khan. I look upon him as someone who is an incredible person who has inspired very many people. And in my community as a leader, he often said to everyone, if you had a son and a daughter and you could only educate one, choose the daughter. And this was at a time where women were never uplifted. Times are different today. He doesn't like to be called a philanthropist, but when you look around at the schools, the education system, and what he does for the community, I admire him deeply. And yes, I would love to have lunch with him and just have a conversation. Often, as Toastmasters, we keep practicing and practicing to be better at Toastmasters. But my district leadership journey also taught me the true value of leadership and applying the lessons outside. And if there's one big takeaway there, the lessons that we pick up from Toastmasters are really applicable in the real world, and it's up to us to apply them. So do not just get better at doing what you do at Toastmasters, but go beyond and outside.
What would you tell anyone who's thinking of joining Toastmasters?
you doubt me, I would tell them to do it. Jump in, come with me, come as a guest, observe.
Yes.
Don't hesitate, just take the plunge, because Toastmasters has had such an impact on me. And even if it can have a fraction of that impact on you, if that is that somebody, it will be life-changing and transformational.
Thank you so much, Rozy, for your time. It was an absolute delight to have you here today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rozy.
Thank you very much.